So now let's take you through some key points and observations that were made in that detailed order passed by the Bombay High Court. What did the High Court order say? First of all, this is a clear case of malice in law. The court fell short of saying that this was a political vendetta because it's not their job. The state can't take malified action against a citizen because of certain views. Interestingly, in this order, there are articles of Samna, tweets by Ms. Ranaut that have been cited. This is a deliberate disregard of a citizen's right. That is what High Court goes on to say. The High Court also goes on to observe in its orders that you have to take care of the procedures that have been established by law. You also have to make sure that a person is given adequate time to respond to the notices. Unauthorized demolition carried out in a sinister way. Even if something is illegal, a person has a right to apply and get a regularization order. That opportunity was not given to Kangana Ranaut. That is what the Bombay High Court is saying in these orders that have been passed, and this was a bit to stop the petitioner from seeking legal remedies, because before a bulldozer is really brought in front of a building, there are extensive procedures that have been laid down in law. That did not happen in this case, and that is what High Court goes on to say when we talk about Ms. Kangana Ranaut's order. Let's also listen in to what Kangana had to say after the Bombay High Court passed this order in her favor.
मैं अपनी फिल्म तलाईवी की शूटिंग कर रही हूँ, लेकिन मुझे एक बहुत अच्छी खबर मिली है कि जो मेरे बंगले की जो इलीगल डिमोलिशन हुई थी, उसका जो वर्डिक्ट है वो मेरे फेवर में आया है। मैं बहुत धन्यवादी हूँ हमारे जुडिशरी सिस्टम की, हाई कोर्ट की। एंड जैसा मैंने कहा कि जब भी एक इंडिविजुअल गवर्नमेंट के अगेंस्ट स्टैंड लेता है, खड़ा होता है और उसकी विक्ट्री होती है, इंडिविजुअल अगेंस्ट द स्टेट में जब इंडिविजुअल की विक्ट्री होती है तो वो डेमोक्रेसी की, लोकतंत्र की विजय है। सो आई वांट टू थैंक ऑल माय फ्रेंड्स हु गेव मी करेज।
Well, joining us on the broadcast is Mr. Rajiv Pandey. He's a BJP spokesperson. We also have Swapnil Kothari, who's a lawyer. Swapnil, let's begin the show with you. Take your views on this. As a lawyer, when you read that order of the Bombay High Court, your first thoughts? I mean, it's very rarely that the High Court division bench comes so strongly against the state action. The court goes on to say that this entire action by the BMC smacked of malice in law.
Well, there is no question about it. The manner in which it was done, the timing of the demolition itself was very, very suspect. When she was far away, sitting in Himachal Pradesh somewhere, you go to a person's building, office or whatever you call it, and you demolish after a 24-hour stop work notice under 354A of the Municipal Corporation Act. It's a stop work notice. The court correctly asked you a question. Why not 351, where you give us some sort of a 7-day, 10-day, 15-day notice and say that you have got unauthorized structure in your building? Please respond whatever you have to say to that. And then we'll take a call on that. Why this 24-hour immediately, and that too when she was about to board the plane? At that time, before she lands, here you go. Because the thing is that if she's there in that particular structure where she's sitting and there you go and demolish, then, it becomes more of a terrifying situation for a lady in there. So you go in right in her absence. So that is one of the most questionable things that this has done. And in fact, in one of the paragraphs, in the latter paragraphs, the Bombay High Court clearly points out that this case smacks of malified and she is entitled to compensation.
Okay,
so
joining us on the broadcast is also Rizwan Siddiqui. He is the lawyer of actress Kangana Ranaut. He's been instrumental in getting the actress a lot of relief from the courts. Thank you, Rizwan, for speaking to us. This is a huge order coming in from the Bombay High Court. I mean, when you filed that application under 226 to the Bombay High Court, one of the key arguments that actress made before the court was that this is a malified action. And I think one of the biggest finding in this court order is that the state action, BMC action, was malified in nature.
Right. Hello, I'm losing you.
Yes.
Not able to hear you very
Rizwan,
clearly.
am I audible to you?
Hello?
Rizwan, am I audible to you?
Not able to hear you all.
All right, we'll just try and fix that line. Rizwan, am I audible to you now?
Yeah, better. Yeah, it's much better now.
Okay, your first thoughts on this big victory which has come from the Bombay High Court, because one of your key argument was that this is a state action malified in nature. It's a political witch hunt and vendetta. The High Court agrees with you.
Right. See, first and foremost, let me put things in the right perspective. Even before we moved the Bombay High Court, the sequence of events and the acts of commissions as well as omissions on the part of the BMC were very, very apparent. And the face of it, one could make out that, the actions initiated by BMC smacks of malafide and smacks of misuse of dominant position for a obvious reason that nobody would, first call the police officer, not one or two police officers, but 40, 50 of them with machinery and with 40, 50 municipal officers to bring down the entire structure. This is not a war.
Yeah.
They were just bringing down a bungalow, if at all. So you don't have about 100 people standing there even before you have stuck the notice of, disapproval, showing that I have shown disregard to your notice or to your reply and rejecting your reply. Before rejecting the reply, they were ready to demolish the structure. So this talks volumes about the conduct of BMC. So, and not only that, the shocking part was when I personally went to the bungalow, inside the bungalow, I finally managed to get myself inside the bungalow. I told the BMC officer that the matter is already listed before the Bombay High Court and that he should immediately stop his action. He showed complete disregard to that also.
Yeah, that is also recorded in the Bombay High Court order. There's another part of that order that I want to talk about. That against the Aghadi government, against Shiv Sena leaders in the city of Mumbai, many distasteful comments were made by Kangana Ranaut. And the court is absolutely clear that they're not endorsing any statement made by the actress. Now, she's also been asked to exercise restraint, just a friendly advice that the court has given. What do you say to that?
See, as far as, tweets are concerned, of course, when somebody is hurt, then emotions are there, then things are bound to fly here and there. Maybe people are not in control. When you have your house broken down, your dream house broken down, you don't expect a person to be in his senses while talking. You are hurt. You are hurt. So there could be some things which may be, out of line, or maybe something. I don't really want to comment on that because that was not a part of the argument. Because in the writ petition that we had filed, we were discussing the actions taken by the BMC. But however, the court has made a very generic observation about, about the tweet, which I appreciate that, but of course, it was in a very, very light humor. And also the BMC, also the judges have made it very clear that even if it is a tweet on behalf of anybody or if any citizen of India is making any tweet, it is the state government who needs to be in control. The judges have been very, very categoric about that the government cannot be cannot take this as an excuse and do whatever they're supposed to do. Do whatever they have done in this particular case.
Yeah, many procedural irregularities, Rizwan, that were found in the manner in which BMC acted. 2 crore as compensation, that is what you've asked. You've also put out a list of things that were damaged during BMC action. Will you continue pressing for the compensation from the side of the BMC?
Yes. As a matter of fact, not only that, this is a perfect case where one could prosecute the officers of the BMC under Section 166 of Indian Penal Code, seeking punishment for those people, because where there is power, then there is also responsibility. And if an officer, if it's an officer, of the government, if he behaves in such a public servant, if he behaves in such a manner, misusing his dominant position and causing injury, then, nobody's safe. So I think this is a perfect example where the person needs to be prosecuted. Why only compensation? I personally feel that the man needs to be punished because I personally went through the entire trauma where I was trying to serve him. He's trying to escape everything. He is not even showing any kind of respect to the court. He was not coming on calls despite having filed a caveat in the matter. So that is cognizance of this.
I want to reiterate on what you've just said, that not just the compensation, but there must be action against the BMC official who acted illegally. And I read the portions of that elaborate order passed by the Bombay High Court. There are certain, very damaging observations that have been made against the Mukaddam or the person who visited the site or the person who has clicked the pictures. Are you going to take the names of all these officers and seek punitive or criminal action against them?
Right now, because I don't want to disturb Kangana today, at least because she's busy, but I wanted to discuss the whole thing in detail. And probably if we are on the same page, then I would like to, prosecute the people, the concerned persons, who are part of this entire thing because they have caused damage, it's irreparable damage, not only monetary damage, but the mental torture, trauma, inconvenience, it's not really, it was unwarranted.
Rizwan, my last question to you, this case was much beyond a civic issue. There's a larger message which has gone to the Shiv Sena government, and I think to most of the governments, that just because somebody has an opinion that you don't like, you can't use the state machinery against them.
Right. I'll tell you what, this judgment is going to help a lot of people, where they are, facing a situation where the government is on the opposite side and the government has misused its dominant position. Well, there have been provisions
Okay.
of law. There have
Okay.
been what do you call other acts in place which punish the people who misuse the dominant position, but people do not know how to use them.
Yeah.
People do not know how to use them, and I barely see anybody, because you need government sanction to prosecute somebody, a public servant specifically.
All right.
Yeah, so I think it's a good case.
All right, Mr.
We
Rizwan
should-
Siddiqui, I appreciate you joining us on the broadcast and sharing your views, and congratulations on that court order, which is in your favor right now. You've got all the remedies that you were asking from the court. I'm cutting across to my guest, Mr. Rajiv Pandey, who is a BJP spokesperson, is also with us on the broadcast. Mr. Pandey, this is an indictment of how a civic authority acted. And as Rizwan was pointing out, that no state government should act against individuals just because you don't like their political views. This is a lesson for all the state governments, I dare say.
First of all, as a lawyer, I welcome this judgment. I have read that judgment, and that judgment is a tight slap on the BMC. Whole world was aware that these kind of actions cannot be taken, as Swapnil Kothari has also stated, by giving a 24 hours notice. You know very well, heaven is not going to fall. There was no case of doctrine of impossibility that if BMC does not take action within 24 hours, something will happen. So that is the legal point, and this case was well fought by both sides in the High Court. And today the judgment will be like a guiding light for all future actions by BMC in this regard.
All right.
As far as the political point is concerned,
Yeah.
dissent is bound to be there in democracy. Even in another judgment by Honorable Supreme Court of India, Justice Chandrachud said that government should not be touchy about that. We have seen that how every day...
Rajiv, please allow me to also bring into the discussion.
People are talking about the Home Minister.
Let me also bring in Sanjay Gupta. He's a political analyst with us on the broadcast. Sanjay, your thoughts on this, this crucial order that has come from the Bombay High Court. We'll try and connect to Sanjay Gupta in just a bit. I think there's a problem with that connection.
Can I just conclude one line?
Yes,
Last
please
line.
go ahead. Please go ahead, Rajiv. Please go ahead.
What I'm saying, in this country, you have seen that how people talk about the top leader who are in power in the center. But have you ever seen, you have seen about the other people in Maharashtra, that what,
Rajiv, let me bring in Sanjay Gupta as well. Rajiv, let me bring in Sanjay Gupta as well. Sanjay जी, मुझे आपकी आवाज आ रही है. मैं आपसे जानना चाहूंगी, बॉम्बे हाई कोर्ट का ये जो ऑर्डर है, काफी स्केदिंग ऑब्जर्वेशंस हैं. उन्होंने ये कहा है कि बीएमसी ने जिस भी तरह से अपने आप को कंडक्ट किया है, इट इज बैड इन लॉ. दैट इज नॉट हाउ अ सिविक अथॉरिटी अंडर लॉ इज सपोज्ड टू एक्ट. Also a very clear indictment of Shiv Sena, which controls the BMC.
देखिए, सबसे पहली बात तो ये कोई विक्ट्री नहीं है
जी.
विक्ट्री इसलिए नहीं है क्योंकि हमारे देश के अंदर बहुत बार ऐसा होता है, जब निचली अदालत कोई आदेश देती है तो उसको हाई कोर्ट ने बदला है, और हाई कोर्ट के आदेशों को सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बदला है.
गुप्ता
तो
जी,
ऐसा
निचली
ये बात
अदालत
तो कोई विक्ट्री नहीं है. दूसरी बात,
क्या निचली अदालत, कुछ नहीं बोलते हैं.
राजीव जी, मैं आपके पास आऊंगी. Let Mr. Sanjay Gupta make his point. Sanjay Gupta, please go ahead.
दूसरी बात, हाई कोर्ट ने कंगना रनौत को भी कहा है, कि एक तो जिस तरह से उन्होंने बदतमीजी की, जिस तरह से उन्होंने शब्दों का इस्तेमाल किया, वो उन्हें नहीं करने चाहिए जिस तरह से उन्होंने किया. साथ ही साथ उन्होंने जो मुआवजे की बात जो रखी है उसको भी माना नहीं गया है, उसको भी आकलन करने के लिए हाई कोर्ट ने कहा है. और ये भी कहा है कि जिस तरह से उन्होंने किचन की जगह पे टॉयलेट को बनाया और टॉयलेट की जगह पे ऑफिस को बनाया, वो भी उन्हें नहीं करना चाहिए था. और वो अगर उन्हें ऐसा करना है तो इसके लिए बीएमसी से परमिशन उन्हें देनी चाहिए.
लेकिन संजय जी, अगर कोई भी इंसान, आप ठीक बोल रहे हैं कि अगर मैंने कोई ऐसा कंस्ट्रक्शन किया है जिसके लिए मैंने बीएमसी से परमिशन नहीं ली, तो बीएमसी मुझे नोटिस देगा, 24 घंटे इंतजार करेगा. अगर मेरा वकील जाके बीएमसी से बोलेगा कि देखिए हम आपको पेपर्स लाके दे देंगे, हम आपके साथ कोऑपरेट करने के लिए तैयार हैं, इवन इफ अगर वो कंस्ट्रक्शन इलीगल है, मेरे पास राइट है कि मैं जाके रेगुलराइजेशन के लिए अप्लाई कर सकूं. कंगना रनौत को इस पूरे केस में वो सारा समय नहीं दिया गया.
नहीं, इसके विषय में बताता हूँ आपको मैं. जिस वक्त डेमोलिशन ऑफिसर ने इनको नोटिस दिया था, उस वक्त 24 घंटे का टाइम दिया था कि 24 घंटे में आप ये बताएं. तो 24 घंटे के अंदर ये थ्रू मेल भी एक उनको रिप्लाई दे सकती थी कि मैं इस टाइम हिमाचल में हूँ और मैं इस डेट में बॉम्बे में आ रही हूँ और मैं उस डेट पे आकर के आपको रिप्लाई दूंगी. या इनका वकील जो है वो जाकर के जो है क्या कहते हैं बीएमसी में जाकर के डेमोलिशन ऑफिसर को अपना रिप्लाई दे सकते थे कि मेरी मोक्किल, मेरी क्लाइंट अभी बॉम्बे में नहीं है और वो आने के बाद मैं पेपर लेके ऐसे सबमिट कर दूंगा. बजाय बीएमसी को रिप्लाई देने के वो सिर्फ हाई कोर्ट में गए. हाई कोर्ट में जाने के साथ साथ वो बीएमसी को रिप्लाई भी देते तो एक कंस्ट्रक्शन का थूकने का काम
संजय जी,
आगे एक्शन हो सकता था।
अनुषा जी, can I get just
रिजवान
30
सिद्दीकी हमारे साथ थे संजय जी कुछ समय पहले, उन्होंने साफ साफ कहा कि उन्होंने सारे नोटिस का जवाब दिया है. आई ऑल्सो वांट टू ब्रिंग इन Akashdeep, who's a filmmaker with us on the broadcast. Akashdeep, many times it's seen that, you know, when there's an artist or a person who's in the public domain, somebody not directly involved with the politics, if their views don't go well with the ruling dispensation, they're often at the receiving end. And in this case, the High Court has agreed that Kangana Ranaut was at the receiving end of illegal state action.
Yeah, if you look at the end of the story, what you're saying is true. But if you just rewind a little and check, it all started when, after Sushant's murder, Kangana raised a voice and demanded that there should be an inquiry, for which everybody praised her. And the most important reason is that she came out and gave a voice, whereas no Bollywood A-lister had spoken, that, you know, we need a proper inquiry. The way the news channels are reporting, it doesn't seem to be simple suicide. Everybody, including me, who has criticized her subsequently, supported that stand of hers. But you know where it began to go wrong? She told Bombay police that nepotism, unfavorable contracts and stuff like that killed Sushant.
But how is that anyway related to BMC taking a bulldozer and putting her bungalow down?
I'm coming to it. Give me a second.
Sure.
And then she also started removing her own personal angst and naming people whom she had issues with, right from Mr. Mahesh Bhatt, Sanjay Leela Bansali, Aditya Pancholi, even a journalist who presumably, Rajiv Masand, who called Sushant a skirt chaser in some interview. And remember that Kangana has herself called Ranbir Kapoor a skirt chaser.
But
So rules. So what happened is then she asked for a CBI stand. Fantastic. The CBI came in, and through the CBI, when the offshoot inquiry of drugs happened, suddenly Kangana went on top and said, oh, Bombay police...
But how is that anyway related to BMC taking a bulldozer and going in front of her house? I reiterate.
Allow me to finish.
Akashdeep, please come to the point where it's all linked to each other.
I'm coming to the point. The point. So when she has accused the Maharashtra government and a war of words started, she called Bombay POK. I do understand that there is a bit of vendetta involved here. But she, of course, also crossed the line beyond which she should not have said such a thing.
Then the concerned parties should have sued the other person for defamation. There are laws in this country that stop you from saying defamatory things. You can sue a person for defamation. Taking a bulldozer in front of somebody's house is not the right exercise of power. The Bombay High Court says that. I'm going back to Swapnil. Swapnil, you know, this is a very interesting situation. It's a very interesting situation, Swapnil. You know, in that Bombay High Court order, there's also the Savna editorials that have been recorded. There are also the tweets of Ms. Ranaut which have been recorded. Sanjay Raut also came forward to the court and recorded his statements. It looks like an interplay and intermingling of a lot of issues here. This judgment went much beyond the civic issue at hand.
Well, Anusha, you're absolutely right, and your perusal of the 166-page judgment is absolutely perfect. Completely granted that Kangana's comments were out of place at times, and she should have observed restraint. No question about it, no doubt about it, and it can clearly, sort of disappoint the state machinery. But having said that, there are laws, as you rightly pointed out. You don't like my comments, I will sue you for defamation. You are bringing down the machinery of the state. You are bringing it down in the eyes of the people by making unpalatable comments.
Exactly.
But no bulldozer should be there, no 7-day notice. Even if you want to go ahead with the demolition, you have to give her adequate time. And the very fact that the court has observed that, if there was swiftness of the BMC in doing this, doing a similar drive, then the Mumbai city would have been a different city to live in. So those are very, very important observations. And as you rightly pointed out, Anusha, that this is a case which throws up a lot of things. It says, it in fact tells the state, in fact tells both people, in my opinion. And the first person that it tells is that the state that, look, even if your citizen or person who's residing in your state is not really kowtowing or towing your line or does not like you, observe restraint, be the follower of the constitution, keep a little bit of a respect. Do not get into a war of words. Just file a case. Straight away go ahead and file a case. Don't get into a war of words with the person. And at the same time, it tells Kangana Ranaut also that, look, please exercise a little bit of a restraint.
Rajiv Pandey, I'm short of time, but the closing comment coming from your side, High Court has also advised Kangana Ranaut, a friendly advice, not an order, that do exercise restraint.
Absolutely.
Rajiv Pandey.
Anusha ji, I wish to state that...
Anusha, can I just say something?
That was not
Akashdeep, I'll come to you.
accepted by anybody, whatever she talked about the Mumbai as a POK and all. But the larger issue is, if suppose I say something which is not supported by most of the people, that does not mean that he will come with the BMC bulldozer at my place.
All right, I'm
One
short of
thing
time.
I used to
Akashdeep,
say
30
about
seconds, your
Akashdeep
point.
ji,
30
that
seconds, closing comments.
no from industry,
Anusha,
nobody came
I
in support
really
of Kangana
feel
Ranaut.
that
When her
had
house was
both
being
parties
blockaded,
shown restraint, as
no
rightly
film
said by
star came
Swapnil
in
and
support
you,
of her,
things would
knowing
not have
fully
reached this
well
stage.
that she is being
Agreed, Kangana
victimized.
had to bear a lot. It's over now. Thank God, one story is laid to rest. I hope we don't get to see some more crazy tweets and a new battle starting again.
Well, I
That's
think
all.
the crux of the Bombay High Court order is that while you may fiercely disagree with someone, you have the right to say it. And of course, there are lines of defamation, there are lines of public law and order. But in a
Yes.
democracy, every person has the right to put forward their views, however
Absolutely,
unpopular.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Rajiv Pandey,
Absolutely.
Rajiv Pandey, Akashdeep, Swapnil Kothari, Sanjay Gupta, thank you, gentlemen, for joining.